Get ready to have your mind blown because today we're uncovering some of the most unbelievable moments ever caught on camera. We're talking about the kind of stuff you'd swear was straight out of a movie if there wasn't video proof. From insane stunts and wild animal encounters to those once-in-a-lifetime moments you just have to see to believe. Tourists encountered a strange phenomenon in the middle of the desert. Imagine going on vacation, and this is what greets you on your first night. They captured a strange creature swimming in the ocean. What do you think it could be? Dive into the mystery with us. A drone captured something incredible in the wild during the night. A professional catching a massive snake. You won't believe what happens next. Could this really have happened right in front of everyone? This girl is levitating, and they're trying to keep it hidden. A newly discovered frog species has recently emerged from the dense, uncharted rainforest. The youth in this town wanted to prank their neighbors, so they decorated the street in this way. While exploring an abandoned building, they accidentally filmed something eerie through a hole in the wall. The footage revealed a shadowy figure that seemed to move on its own. What they captured sent chills down their spines, leaving them questioning what else might be lurking in the darkness. Unexpectedly, nature revealed its power in just a few seconds as a tornado swept through, carrying everything in its path. A group of friends stumbled upon a strange circle in the middle of a lake, looking like frozen teeth from some bizarre creature. If anyone knows what this actually is, let us know in the comments. The security camera captured a strange, transparent entity that looks like a ghost. The man only discovered this unsettling footage later, realizing he had a close encounter with the otherworldly without even knowing it at the time. The tree canopy brushed against the power lines, sparking a fire that quickly spread. Watch as the unexpected chain of events unfolds, turning a routine issue into a dramatic blaze. For a long time, they couldn't figure out how the cat was sneaking into their apartment until they got this footage. In Tokyo, car meets are a vibrant spectacle of automotive passion, where enthusiasts gather to showcase an array of stunning high-end vehicles. A huge family of ducks is waddling through the city like they own the place. Watch out, they're here to quack up your day and give the local traffic a feathered twist. They wanted to take their new cars for a spin, but they encountered a curious obstacle on the road. This is definitely not a picnic spot for those who are afraid of spiders. The entire field is covered in a massive spider web. Try to count how many persons are in this room. No one managed to guess correctly on the first try. If this happened to me, I'm sure it would be my last haircut at this barber. Here's a breathtaking aerial view of one of the busiest ports in the world, where all these ships are waiting their turn to dock. They stumbled upon a bizarre creature deep in a cave, its presence both eerie and unsettling. The most terrifying part? Its eyes, which seem to pierce right through you. The sight of those haunting eyes will haunt your nightmares. Strange fish behavior as they leap into the boat on their own. What could be driving them to do this? When you choose a cheaper car wrap and leave it under the sun, the results can be surprising. These drivers' luck took a turn today. Their car guard was working overtime. Paper littering the highway stretches as far as the eye can see, creating a surreal scene of discarded chaos. It's as if the road itself has become a canvas of forgotten messages and documents. More marine creatures remain unknown to us than those we have identified. Did the camera capture a magician's trick, or did something straight out of hell escape? A perfect spot for relaxation. Do you prefer a serene retreat like this or the allure of the sea? Being stuck in a line of this kind of storm at the top of a mountain is a real challenge. Thanks to new technologies, we can now get up close and personal with volcanoes and explore their inner workings. The winds gave their party a boost, lifting it to a whole new level.
What is this? Oh, it's so pretty!
He witnessed something he would never forget, a chair soaring through the air. It seemed like a scene straight out of a surreal dream, defying all logic. While the light show in Singapore is impressive, it looks to me like the arrival of aliens. The dazzling display seems more like a cosmic event than a mere performance. This striking coloration is often due to algae blooms or unique mineral deposits, transforming the river's surface into a vibrant, otherworldly scene. Tourists in this forest stumbled upon trees that eerily resemble human figures. The unsettling resemblance to human forms creates an atmosphere of spine-chilling mystery, as if the forest itself is hiding secrets in its gnarled, anthropomorphic trunks. In Thailand, a peculiar sight awaits those adventurous enough to seek it out: hairy snakes. These unique reptiles sport a bizarre, hairy appearance that sets them apart from any other snake species. Their unusual look and the mystery surrounding their habitat make encountering these creatures a truly intriguing experience. Before we dive deeper into the video, we'd love your support. Please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments which part of the video was your favorite. Your feedback keeps us going and helps us bring you more amazing content. This landscape looks straight out of a fantasy film. This quirky flower looks just like a human face, as if nature decided to try its hand at portrait art. It's like having a garden full of little green friends staring back at you. Smoke is rising from the cave, and many believe it's the spirits of ancient peoples that have been awakened. The eerie sight has sparked tales of long-lost souls returning to haunt the living. Triggered by shifting sands and winds, massive dunes suddenly collapse, sending cascades of sand roaring down in a wave-like motion. The sight of a desert's avalanche is both mesmerizing and terrifying. Just when you think you've seen it all, you stumble upon something like this. Is it a bizarre animal, or is someone pulling a prank on passersby to leave them scratching their heads? Harvesting wild honey is a centuries-old tradition that involves gathering honey from bees living in natural environments like forests or cliffs. Unlike commercial honey, wild honey is often richer in nutrients because it's untouched by processing. The unique flavors and medicinal properties of wild honey make it a sought-after treasure for those who value natural, holistic wellness. Have you ever seen footage of a waterspout returning to the sky without forming a tornado? It's a rare and mesmerizing sight, where nature seems to defy its own rules. He made sure to have a constant supply of fresh air for himself. Lightning illuminated the sky, revealing something incredible hidden within the clouds. Could it be that a mythical creature has come to life? After days of relentless storms, the drainage system failed, and then this started happening. A group of friends is having the time of their lives, sliding around like penguins on a massive floating ice chunk. They wobble, slip, and slide, trying to keep their balance while laughing hysterically at each other's flailing attempts. It's like a scene straight out of a comedy, with the icy playground turning them all into honorary penguins for the day. From the mountaintop, this climber captured a breathtaking shot of a rainbow forming a perfect circle. The rare and stunning view highlights nature's beauty at its most extraordinary, with the rainbow arching gracefully in a flawless ring. Do you believe that ancient civilizations might have had better technology than we do today? This rare atmospheric event, caused by the refraction and reflection of sunlight through ice crystals in the atmosphere, their aim was to create something truly distinctive and memorable, far from the usual beach photography cliches. If I found this in my house, it wouldn't just keep me up at night. It would make me want to sell the houses. The sheer shock of discovering something so unsettling would be enough to make anyone consider moving out. Here's another intriguing optical illusion in the sky, but this time it's at night. After being frozen for a long time, the river begins to move again, with the surface ice cracking and breaking apart. The sight of the ice shifting and breaking creates a fascinating visual display. Do you believe in extraterrestrials? Share your thoughts in the comments. This stunning tourist destination offers endless excitement and never a dull moment. What do you think is visible in the distance? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. In the middle of the street, a tiny tornado appears, playfully swirling around the trees. It's a whimsical sight, as if nature itself decided to put on a little show right there in the urban landscape. The hiker stumbled upon a massive spring deep in the forest. Executing the perfect dive into shallow water requires precision and skill. It's a thrilling and nerve-wracking moment where every detail must be just right to achieve a flawless entry and avoid any mishaps. The exposed riverbed revealed hidden artifacts and secrets. Unexplained objects were captured in the sky. Are these advanced aircraft, cutting-edge technology not yet available to the public, or perhaps even aliens returning to visit us once more? The mystery deepens with each new sighting. In the isolated Chukotka town, the locals have developed distinct cultural practices and traditions. This is what it looks like when thousands of discarded tires are destroyed, with smoke billowing and tires burning, highlighting the environmental impact of tire waste and the need for effective recycling solutions. While testing his new camera, he discovered something incredible in the sky. The unexpected find revealed a stunning and unusual phenomenon, turning an ordinary experiment into a breathtaking revelation. The situation raises questions about whether it was an unforeseen event or a clever strategy for cleaning cars. Every day, I discover the existence of creatures I didn't know existed before. Did you know about these strange yet adorable little aquatic beings? A strange cloud formation in the sky takes on shapes that look like they're straight out of an anime. The whimsical patterns create a fantastical scene, as if the clouds themselves are bringing a touch of animated magic to the real world. This is truly the most beautiful thing I've seen in a long time. It feels like a slice of paradise. The presence of such a formidable snake ensures that any intruders are swiftly deterred. There's something in nature endlessly captivating about its beauty and complexity. Riding a train is something you must experience if you haven't yet. It's a unique adventure where you can meet a diverse array of people and enjoy the journey as much as the destination. The incredible power of water demolishes everything in its path. The sheer force of this natural element is awe-inspiring. When you're so cool that you turn your mini helicopter into a street-legal vehicle, but forget to steer. Ever seen a motorcycle pulling a horse carriage? This guy's not just riding a bike, he's creating a mobile fusion of old-world charm and modern speed. It's like he's rewriting the rules of transportation, one turn at a time. Picture this. You're documenting a peaceful run through nature when you spot a monkey trailing you on two legs, moving like a seasoned runner. Seems like even primates are getting into the spirit of morning exercise. This guy's turned his tiny city car into a rolling spectacle by loading it up with 25 barrels in bright green and blue. It's like he's driving a mobile circus float. Watch out, parade season might start early this year. Annoyed by a white car, the motorcyclist performed a smoky slide at the red light, giving the driver a dramatic exit. Witness the river's gradual takeover as it systematically erodes the edges, pulling in chunks of the shoreline and vegetation. It's a continuous process of nature reclaiming and reshaping its domain. 6 motorcyclists hold the front position at the light, then hilariously collapse like a row of dominoes. Imagine a river overflowing with swimmers in red caps. It looks like a giant moving tomato patch. And just when you think it can't get any more vibrant, the kids start jumping in, turning the whole scene into a lively red splash party. A girl films a white flower that, when touched, blows out gray sand. It's like the flower's got its own sandy surprise party. See the river burst with fish jumping out as if they're at the ultimate underwater rave. A family films the heartwarming moment they return a lost mole to the ground, giving this little digger a happy homecoming. Watch this funny moment as a small sea snail gets fed up with its dull, worn-out shell and makes a grand switch to a flashy plastic toy shell. It's like the snail's found the perfect accessory to flaunt at its next oceanside party. Talk about a shell makeover with style. Grass flies off a mountain, only for the wind to send it right back. Nature's play. A girl drives and eats Chinese food with chopsticks. Talk about fast food. How about a car turned into a giant chip bag? It's not just a ride, it's a crispy adventure. Watch water flow from a pickup truck, creating a spontaneous water feature. See the wheel fall off a car right when merging onto the highway, definitely a bumpy beginning. Istrazite for Hunsku Pajimnu Pekniku Zaburai Uichiji Jiji Sen na Prednitenolajija Sushrisis Yukasum. Nijta Samo Pasenji Tiji Pretvaranji Burita U Gormansky Delisiji. Notice how the soap on the floor twirls around like a little tornado, making it seem like your floor is caught in its own storm. Who knew soap could cause such a stormy show? Vidite Rijekni Jigulia Kojasu Ispelas Kudijek Jos Uviek Zive I Vertiset. Kau Neosklavana Zabava es Jegujama. Spot these trees in the forest, joined by a 7-meter branch that looks like a giant high five. It's nature's way of showing even trees can have a blast together. They're the ultimate buddies of the woods, celebrating their friendship. Here's the scene. A driver so into their phone that they hit the curb in their red car. At the next traffic light, they're inspecting the damage like their car's been in a crash test. Curbside comedy at its finest. Missed the boat? No problem. Your friend's dinghy pulls off the ultimate rescue. It's comedy gold. Driver tries a grass shortcut and gets stuck, like their car's auditioning for a mud wrestling match. This car's tilted right as if it's in a wreck, but the driver's happily going left. It's like a rolling joke. He discovered a cat food bag with a picture of a cat that is a dead ringer for his own pet. Could his cat have an alternate career as a food model? Or is it plotting a family reunion with its doppelganger in the cat food industry? Imagine driving through a quiet village and spotting a pickup truck packed with guys dressed as sheep, baying out of the windows and pretending to graze on imaginary grass. Are they pulling off the ultimate prank, trying to blend in with a local flock, or simply creating the most hilariously absurd rural parade ever? Picture the moment you're about to enjoy a simple dish of mushrooms, when out of nowhere, penguins start popping out of the mushrooms like a magic trick, parading around and turning your kitchen into a whimsical Ice Age adventure. Are these penguins here to transform your dinner into a comedic spectacle, or is this the most absurd fungi twist you've ever encountered? Stepping into the role of a daring wildlife dentist, you find yourself face to face with the cavernous mouth of a hippopotamus, which seems more like a giant, slobbery cave than a typical animal maw. As you prepare to dive into this dental giant's mouth, you can only imagine the challenges ahead, tackling plaque the size of dinner plates while dodging a waterfall of hippo saliva. Will you successfully navigate this slobber-filled adventure, or will you end up as an unintended snack? Picture converting a beetle shell into a bike with pedals. Riding this odd hybrid could be a clever idea or a wonderfully ridiculous experiment. You've got to see this, a fuzzy, almost abstract image of 20 shirtless guys scaling a forest as if they were part of an unsanctioned, wild nudist obstacle course. It's like they were so eager to embrace the great outdoors that they forgot to wear anything but their bravado. Here's a funny sight, a pool packed with turtles, each with just their heads above water. It looks like a quirky game show where the prize is being the most adorable floating head. Here's a jaw-dropping view, a green fire truck pulling off a dramatic 360-degree drift as it arrives at a call. It's like they're blending firefighting with a high-speed car chase. Check out this, a crab just hanging out on a subway seat. Looks like it's on a metro ride. You've got to see this. A guy cracked 4 eggs into a glass and then, for reasons only known to him, dropped in a blazing hot bulb. The result? The glass went absolutely bonkers. The eggs went flying and the whole thing turned into a spectacular mess that looked like a breakfast disaster scene straight out of a cooking show blooper reel. Feast your eyes. Picture this. A guy with a red truck so crammed with trees that it looks like a mobile forest somehow manages to pull off a jaw-dropping maneuver, squeezing through an impossibly tight corner. It's as if he's auditioning for a stunt driving role with a lumberjack twist, flawlessly defying the laws of physics just to get his green cargo safely through the urban jungle. Marvel at this. A guy drives his cruiser up an 80-degree slope, making it seem like he's scaling a mountain. It's as if the truck has magically sprouted climbing gear and decided to tackle Everest in its own backyard. Watching this feels like witnessing a high-stakes stunt where making gravity look silly is the goal. Observe this wild reaction. A blazing hot ball is placed onto a blue bar of soap resting on a glass, and the results are a riot of chemistry. As the soap begins to react with the intense heat, it melts, bubbles, and fizzes with such vigor that it looks like a dramatic scene from a sci-fi movie. The glass becomes a stage for a spectacular show of foam and steam, making this simple setup feel like a high-energy spectacle of scientific wonder. This guy's got a white gas pipe in his apartment that's apparently developed a flair for the dramatic. It's like the pipe has been taking lessons from a pyrotechnics class, with flames tracing up and down like it's putting on a private fireworks display. Next up, he'll probably start charging admission. So there's this dude chilling at home, idly poking what he thinks is a tiny twig with his foot. Plot twist. It's actually an insect doing its best impression of a stick, just waiting for the right moment to reveal its true self. It's like this bug is the Houdini of the insect world. Now you see me, now you don't. And here's the kicker. The guy probably thought he was just being a bit of a klutz, when in reality, he's the star of a comedy sketch where nature pulls the ultimate prank. Picture this. While he's cutting down a giant tree, his little dog unexpectedly emerges from the trunk as if it's on a surprise vacation. It's almost like the dog had turned the tree into his personal hideaway, complete with a cozy nook. Now everyone's asking, did the dog dig his own secret escape route, or was he just taking tree hugging to a whole new level? He's got a pickup truck that's so small it could fit in a shopping cart. Zoom in on how bees make honey, and you'll see a bustling, buzzing factory in miniature. Each bee seems to be a tiny expert in turning nectar into pure sweetness. Imagine rolling down the highway with a motorcycle that looks like a plush sofa and a camper trailer hitched behind it. That's exactly what this guy is doing. It's as if he's turned the whole idea of roughing it on the road into a cozy, mobile living room where comfort meets the open road. In the midst of his renovation madness, this guy was scraping off old plaster when he unearthed a surprise that made him forget all about the dust and grime, bundles of 100 euros and 50 euros notes. It was as if the walls were holding out on him and decided to pay up. Forget about finding a hidden room, he found a hidden fortune. Looks like his renovation skills just turned into a career in treasure hunting. Check out this garage video where it's raining on one side and sunny at the entrance. It's like the ultimate weather showdown. Who knew a DIY project could come with its own weather system? So bored on his date, this guy realized the mirror effect on the cafe door was merging footage of a black car and a red one. Nothing like making your own fun out of a slow night. He cut a rock into cubes as if it were a giant watermelon. What's next? A rock sculpture? Or is he just showing off his unique skills? He was pushing his car to get it started, but instead of firing up, it went rogue, and a green toy car zoomed off with a hooded figure at the helm. Guess his DIY car repair turned into a wild chase scene. Check out these kids and their parents turning a dirty river into their personal playground. Who needs a clean pool when you've got a mud bath? Watch the family's epic struggle to enjoy their muddy adventure without turning into total mud monsters. Watch as this helicopter makes its way to the heliport at a dangerously low altitude, sending beach umbrellas and lounge chairs flying like they're part of a high-stakes game of helicopter dodgeball. Talk about a windy entrance. See the comically shocked face of this fish emerging from the sand like it's just found out that its top secret hideout is actually a tourist attraction. Its reaction is priceless and perfect for a fish out of water sitcom. This guy found a wasp nest in a tree near his house and decided to take on the challenge with nothing but his sheer bravery and, let's be honest, a questionable amount of common sense. Watch as he tackles the swarm without any protective gear, flailing his arms and running around like he's auditioning for the role of Wasp Wrangler in the next action movie. His daring or perhaps just plain wild maneuvers turn his backyard into an epic battleground of man versus insect with a touch of slapstick comedy. Imagine sitting by the shore, ready to film a perfect water scene, and then bam, a meteor zooms into your shot. Watch as this guy's calm, beachside video is transformed into a breathtaking cosmic occurrence. It's not every day that the universe decides to make your video look like it's been edited by Hollywood. Drop a comment below, letting us know which moment was your favorite, and share this video with friends who love a good surprise. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.